Oh, so that's how they
So
do
I
it.
guess we're getting the grand tour now? I guess? Reasons. Follow the specified characters, Alexandria. I don't know why it doesn't just say follow Alexandria. I guess so that they could, you know, insert any name there for like any quest when you have an accompany task. Oh man, I'm so allergic to following people. My goodness gracious. If someone ever follows me on Twitter and you don't see me follow you back, that's why. I'm really allergic. But yeah. Yeah. That's the case when it comes to Wiimotes and nunchucks. The squad, we're going. We're walking really slowly. I was like, who is this and why are you walking with my squad? For a second there. I was confused for a hot second. Caspar? Another chapter in the Caspar saga. His motivation and drive might be lacking at the moment, but Philly used to be a really decent captain. I was made up to get on his squad. We all want a leader who's strong, smart, and you can look up to. So you can understand why I get a bit annoyed when you see the status
We've
quo.
made some new friends.
Oh, I guess we're not talking to the other one. But yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Got another one. Levinus repair parts?
We got them, but no means of transport. Usual route goes the long way round.
No, there's a colony we could route through. Those cylinders, we'll manage.
We can add 2 days. We can make it on time.
Prioritize speed. Start with light goods.
That's the list there. I'll forward it on too.
What do you know? They're really pro at that.
They're not just regular soldiers. More like they're all officers.
We're reading the flow of goods to learn of the war. It's a very flat hierarchy here, you'll find.
Using a minimum of people to achieve maximum results. That's the way we like to fight. Of all the colonies in Ionios, we're a bit extreme in the way we use the cards. Pretty special, right?
You mean the cards in the iris?
Yes. They tell us what's needed as of right now, and it's an easy and efficient tool.
But soldiers' wills and skills, on the other hand.
Feeling useful makes you confident. Confidence teaches a soldier pride. Pride binds the team, fosters productivity, and leads a colony to victory. Right?
As a result, we can invest ourselves in more research, and it takes us a step beyond.
A step beyond. Well, I did propose them. It's quite basic.
Wait, the Collectopaedia cards, you made them?
The castle folk developed them. All I did was to issue the request through the console.
Meaning you made a deal with the castle? Surely that's not...
I didn't do it lightly. It was necessary. Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
And so I'm old-fashioned?
You're not mad this time?
I realized there was no ill will. We fight when we're confident. You and I think we're the same in that regard. I'm getting the impression that something must have changed you.
Thank the previous commander for that. He was a rash type, like this big one.
It winds you up, doesn't it? I get what you mean.
Oi, what the spark?
No matter what happens, you fight to keep everyone alive. And that's what makes a colony. All right, Alexandria. I understand you now.
Do you think we'll be useful?
Doesn't matter. I don't see people that way.
Oh.
Time to head back. We've unfinished business.
That's right. Time is precious.
Okay, so now we go over there and we destroy the thing. Hi there. Before Lexi became commander, this colony really was the pits, but now it's moving full steam ahead. Though, I guess there's not exactly much need to spend resources and energy on war anymore, huh? Not too sure what the future's going to bring, what I'll do. There's some more affinity. Oh, that's a container over there. I was like, what's that orange beam? I assume that's a container at least, right? Probably?
So all that's left is to smash it, yeah?
Yes. That way, Colony Iota will be free.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on board with how you played this. I don't appreciate being manipulated.
I'm sorry about tricking you before. I really do regret it.
Yeah? What's to say you're not tricking us even now?
Insolence!
I'm sorry about Lands, but I would like to know what exactly your goal is here.
When you think about rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. I don't suppose you'll believe me, but I just want to see what life's like outside of those confines.
No. I believe you. From everything you've told us, I can see how serious you are.
Thank you. And I'm counting on you. Let's keep it on the straight and narrow from now on.
Interesting choice of words.
Lands?
No, it's fine. I'm sure she's got nothing else left to hide now anyway.
Love?
She's still hiding stuff.
Dame Alex?
No, I've got this. I'm not as old as I might seem, so I don't quite have the authority you might think yet.
You don't... Wait. Which term are you in?
Sixth?
What? Shut up. You cannot be sixth term.
Hush! Not so loud.
I thought for sure we were the same term. You just have this dignity about you.
I work really hard for that, you know? Some colonies plan surprise attacks if they work out the timing of when the next generation of soldiers rolls over. And also, well, you know, reasons.
What reasons?
Dame Alex thinks she looks too young, so she likes to put on a touch of cosmetics to give her features extra character.
That was not public information.
You were just gonna leave them all guessing otherwise.
Not really what I expected.
Well, that's your fault for assuming, isn't it? Having presence is important for a commander.
This might be going over my head, but it sounds like a struggle.
For your information, the only ones who know this are my team chiefs and Chickadee. This is one secret I expect you to take with you unto homecoming.
We understand. We won't tell anyone. Here we go!
Is that person T-posing? Her reasons. The party board witnessed Alexandria's ingenuity for survival and got a glimpse of her situation. They agreed to keep her being a six-term top secret. Alright. Well, in Cursor Alexandria. And it seemed like from the prior cutscenes that we saw, it seems like her weapon is kind of similar to the Sword of the Creator from Fire Emblem Three Houses, where it kind of splits up. Although it doesn't become as much as a whip as it does just like a longer sword. And Tyon gets that one. I swear that person on the right there was T-posing. They're not anymore, but... Class and Cursor, roll attacker. Damage increases with each critical hit, but beware as the damage bonus resets upon incapacitation. Yeah, that's what my cousin was telling me about her. Is that apparently her class is just like a machine that crits over and over and over again, and it continues to increase crit rate until she dies and it resets. Apparently. Yeah, I'm glad you like that tag there, Mythic, when I was tagging things. So... yeah, we have a new hero. I might not put Tyon into attacker because that might kind of mess up my system. But we can use Alexandria as like our 7th party member here for now. Now she shoots up to level 64, which is good. So very nice there. So my other allies will start slowly unlocking in Cursor. is the case while Alexandria is there. Bit by bit, slowly unlocking that. Yeah, so if I'm really struggling in a battle, you know, despite being over-leveled, then I guess I'll switch to probably one of my healers or something. But for now, we'll just have Craft Made in Alexandria as our hero. You like that tag, Kuzma? Since you can make your own tags on Twitch now. Alright, so let's see here. So we have Supreme Sword, one target physical attack, boost damage dealt when attacking launched enemies. Oh, very specific thing for a talent art there. An animation of that way back then? Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Increases critical rate by 75% when attacking from the back. Inflicts break on enemy when attacking from the side. Grants a high critical rate. Also evades enemy attack while art is active. Boost critical rate against enemies performing arts by 70%. Boost damage against enemies performing arts by 70%. Interesting. Just because I like having the break thing at the top. Sure. We can do that. It looks like you're set with a crit rate, boost damage dealt when your HP is up high, and increase critical rate. Okay, yeah. Seems pretty fitting there. Alright, yes. We now have every hero that we can have at this point in the story, I think. So how many heroes are left anyway? Hold on. Whoa, wait here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting there. We are getting there. What's this? Another quest thing that unlocks? In gratitude for your courageous work, here, congratulations. Just give us something really crummy like a freaking gift voucher to some really obscure place that no one goes to, and he's just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Thank you. $15 gift card to Applebee's. The possibilities. All the different meals I could order from there. What's this? Everyone's having a grand old time. Ah, yeah, I guess you don't know about this. But here you can collect points and redeem them for cool prizes. Today's Harvest Day. Only happens once a month. What's Harvest Day? It's an evaluation day, basically. Every month we evaluate soldiers on their cooperation, boldness, and results. It's a day for us to show our appreciation of the soldiers who contribute the most to the colony. Can I be straight with you? In my book, evaluations are pretty much the exact opposite of fun. No, it's not the evaluation everyone's looking forward to. The chosen soldiers get to ask for anything they want. What, like anything? Like cured almost sirloin? Or some seafoam soap? Anything within the realms of possibility, of course. Oh, Sparks alive, that sounds wicked. And next we have Misaka of Sequoia's team. Is Misaka here? Hey, you don't think she's still in the intel analysis suite, do you? She might be, yeah. Probably clean forgot today was the day. But I did tell her in advance. Shall we go get her? You can keep the show going, yeah? Oh, I couldn't ask you to go to all that trouble. We don't mind. You just keep doing your job. Well, if you're insisting, thank you so much. And then, could you give this to her? Harvest Day Tiara? You don't have to give it to her in person. Sequoia's team is really busy at the moment. I wonder if there's something going on with them. They won't mind, I'm sure. Just tell them I sent you. Alright, we'll go. I wouldn't mind talking to Misaka myself. Can I leave you to take care of things on your end? All in a day's work. Alright, standard quest, Harvest Day. Interesting.
I would expect Philly to be there.
Shall we go have a look then?
Intriguing. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a look-see. Hello, Politico Stefan. Looks like some 3S Collector's Editions got reprints. Really? PMP Games' factory sealed special edition for Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and Majora's Mask for sale at not too crazy prices? Can only hope for eventual Fire Emblem Fate special edition reprints. Yeah, one can only hope for that, but even those. Huh. I am intrigued. So it's called PNP Games is the site. I'm writing that down in my private Discord server that I literally use to like send myself messages and keep track of things. I'm just gonna put in like the general there, PNP Games, as a reminder, because that's actually really quite intriguing, I must say. And now I want to take a look. See, I appreciate the heads up there. But yeah, here, a gift card for $5, but you can only use it if you buy products with a total worth of $50,000. Hope you're happy with it. Yeah, one of those kinds of deals. When you get a $5 gift card for a restaurant, what am I supposed to get for $5 at Chili's? You get like $5 off something else that you're getting, essentially, is what it becomes. Have you seen the state of the food and medical supplies in Colony 4? What, they're already like cross-mingling with the Kevis colony? Like, that was pretty fast. That was pretty fast. I know Colony 4 is not all that far, but, you know. Gosh dang it, Gambert! Ah! I'm so used to using the D-pad to change the time. But that's not good enough. I have to use, like, L and R. Gosh dang, I have no idea where the hell Gambert went. But yeah, Bravely Default Collection Edition ran out of stock on the PMD website within the last few minutes, unfortunately. Jeez. Nice, really fallen by the wayside. Both their rank and army numbers are down. Well, their rank's probably down because they broke free of their flame clock. Continue to watch their Collectopaedia cards closely. Like come a time that where we have to lend them a hand. Yeah, maybe. Purchase a place if you get a gift card. We have to know how much is on it because you have to spend if you have to spend the $8.11 and the card's $5 worth, it won't take the $5 off the card. It won't, and just change it to like $3.11 that's charged to the customer. Ah, will it not? Yeah, looking forward to meeting Misaka. That's the name of your favorite anime character. Oh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what's going on with this quest.
Here we go.
Can still find Bravely Default Collection Edition reprints on eBay for about $200 CAD, huh? But I assume that's still like a decent bit above like market value.
What are you hiding?
I would assume. I mean, I do love me some Bravely Default, and I do love me some Bravely Second, and I do hate me some Bravely Default too. But you know. Well, thank goodness I did not get fat shamed there. I honestly thought the game was gonna fat shame me for a second, not letting me get through. Thank goodness it didn't do that.
What are you hiding?
Look at them all sneaking through there. Yeah, thank goodness this isn't like DVD with its hitboxes there or something. Oh, here's Gambert, you slippery little bugger. I'm mostly focused on Loveness engineering research at the moment. When I started, I was a mere mechanic. I was running myself ragged with endless repairs, so when they asked about changing the roster, I spotted my chance. I found out a little later that Riza had set it all up for me with Dame Alex. Guy seems hands off, but he's really involved.
We've made some new friends.
He has more new things to say? I should buy ourselves a little time. In this breathing space, I think we have an opportunity to grapple with serious issues. For example, researching the leftness tech of Kevis. Yeah, sounds neato. Look, all the Agnes thingamabobs are chill with me now.
That's how they're doing.
But yeah, I have to ring up $5 for it to take it off the gift card, but you can still do it then, right?
Don't you think it's about time for I'm sure you're all starved by now.
About the supplies we're sending to Colony Tau. I can wait, we've had to change our plans. Our next delivery is now going to Colony 4. Is it now? Colony Iota, I can't word today. Colony Iota is good. Yeah, is there any info over here or anything? Doesn't look like. I'm just gonna go ahead and see our discussion topics really quickly in that case. Oh, and unlock like the new meal that's here. Yeah, your relation to Bravely Default reminds you of the streamer you mentioned whose favorite game was Final Fantasy X and whose least favorite game was Final Fantasy X too. Otofu. He was the guy that got me into Twitch in the first place. And when I was in high school, there was a friend of mine that kind of introduced me to Twitch, and I was thinking about getting into Dead by Daylight. I was intrigued by the game. I'd seen like some videos around of it. This is like a month or two after the game officially released. And so I tuned into this, at the time, small streamer who was streaming it because he had moved to Canada to be with his wife here, but he didn't have like his work permit yet. So while he was waiting, he just decided that he'd start streaming, and he was streaming Dead by Daylight. And he got me into Twitch and such, and I was like, whoa, I want to try that streaming thing too. That seems like a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I got into it. And whatnot. And yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy X because he had recommended it to me, and I started playing it, but the freaking game audio was completely screwed for the first couple sessions I did, and it was like, and you know, I was a 0 viewer streamer at the time for every single stream, so like I didn't have anyone to tell me that like my audio was screwed up. So I just figured I have to start from the very beginning again, but I never got around to doing that. So it only exists on my computer nowadays, like a couple of recordings of me doing Final Fantasy X. But it's funny, you can set like automod in Twitch chats to like automatically block certain words from being said. If you go to the Twitch channel Otofu and try to like type in Final Fantasy X-2 into chat, it won't even let the message send. Automod blocks it. Final Fantasy X-2 is a block term on that channel. You can say Final Fantasy X all you want, but if you try to say Final Fantasy X-2, Automod is gonna block it. Is the thing. Is not allowed over there to say Final Fantasy X-2. Yeah, sure. Let's get the Riverbird Crispy Grill. So, when the day comes that we do try like some Final Fantasy things on the channel, I will try Final Fantasy X and X-2, I guess. It's funny seeing him talk about why he hates X-2. But, yeah, so there's that. When we do eventually cover some Final Fantasy stuff on the channel, I'll probably start with Final Fantasy VII, because when I was at Fragapalooza recently, my my friendo and I kind of tried to get one another into one another's like JRPGs of choice. So I tried to get him into Xenoblade Chronicles, and he tried to get me into Final Fantasy VII. So so by the end, he wound up downloading Xenoblade 1, like definitive edition, and I wound up downloading Final Fantasy VII, the original, because I want to do the original before the remake, because the remake story is actually quite different from what I hear. So it'll be a while before I cover Final Fantasy VII, but one day I'll cover like the Final Fantasy VII series, because let's face it, it is basically a whole series of games. Final Fantasy VII is basically its own IP nowadays, is what it feels like. And then sometime after that's done, Final Fantasy X would be the project after that, I guess. Finally get that done. So, you know, it's not going to be for a good while, though. That's still quite a bit of time ahead of us. Try to do everything Final Fantasy VII related. Put it into one folder, probably larger than 3 Houses plus Hopes folder. You think? Because the playlist for 3 Houses and 3 Hopes is probably going to be over 600 videos by the end. Do you think that's going to be the case for Final Fantasy VII? Because for Final Fantasy VII, there's a... If I did, like, all the things I want to do for Final Fantasy VII, and I want to do, like, every Final Fantasy VII title, I'd probably just do, like, the original, the remake of the prequel, the remake, the first part, and the remake, the second part, most likely. So 4 titles, most likely. Even though there's a lot more titles, like there's the mobile remake of the original, which apparently stays a lot closer to like the original story than you know, the official remake. In which case, maybe I should do that instead of the actual original. I don't know. There's the prequel story, which I would just do the remake of. Like, why bother doing the original there when I could just do the remake? So, you know, there would be some titles that I'd skip over, but. You know, we do the main important story beats, you know. If you're coming to buy something with a gift card, it won't take out the money if the gift card is under the set amount of the purchase. So you have to type 0.01 on the keypad so it takes out a penny. Then you have to see how much is on the card, take that out manually, then tell them to pay with cash or card afterwards. So annoying, because then nobody coming in saying their gift card is $5 on it. There's a gift, nobody knows how much is on them. Is it not a convention there to like say how much is like on it or have it written down somewhere? Because that's the way that I've always like given / received gift cards, is like, here's a gift card and there's the amount written so that you know stuff. Things that we don't even know how many iterations the remake will have, like over 1/6 of the original game still now. So the remake will have 3 games at the very least. You don't think that the thing that's coming out like next year is gonna be like the finale there? I mean, it might not be. Sniffling. Because, I mean, apparently the first bit of the remake was only, like, you know, the very first bits of the story. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see how long it winds up being. So, there's something about the Colony 4 resource problem that I've been thinking about. Alexandria, why did you help? That's a bit of a rude question. Colony 4 is an ally. They've been released from their flame clock. I don't need an excuse to help an ally, do I? Yes, I can understand you're sharing resources with them, but what I'm trying to say is, how does an Agnian colony know so much about the resource storages of a Kavesi one? That's what you were going to say? That's what I was wondering too. There's no putting anything past you. Information is easy to come by if you know how, and I always stay up to date. You're not saying you have an inside man, are you? I wouldn't take that much of a risk. I'm just doing the same as you. Here, this is how. This is the Collectopaedia card. I told you, didn't I? I came up with them. Did you think I could only see my own army's information? Wait. You're saying that you leaked secret Agnes tech to get Kevis to use it as well? Huh. At the time, I just thought we got really lucky. When all along it was a ploy to dig up enemy intel. I have to say I'm impressed. The important part comes after that. While analyzing the flow of resources, I realized that this war is almost perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Almost like it doesn't want to end. Which is to say, there's someone orchestrating the war from behind the scenes. When you think about the rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. Your words, Alexandria, this is what you were talking about, isn't it? You worked out that much. Didn't exactly try and blow the whistle, did you? What else could I do? What could anybody have done, even had they known? Then Ouroboros appeared, the world's enemy. And the enemy of one's enemy is one's friend, right? I'm glad you understand. Hope you're friendly with your actions as well as your words. Cold as ever. Okay, how about this? I'll show you the storehouse, the heart of Collectopaedia itself. But don't get too close. There's like a lot of dust in there. It's gonna make you sneeze like crazy. So you put on a mask before going in there. Take whatever supplies you need and use them as you will. Fair? You're saying we have final say over resource distribution. Well, you'll have to discuss the particulars of storehouse management with Shell, but yes. I appreciate the sentiment, but we wouldn't feel right. Whoops, already pinged her. Already sent her the Discord ping. Already? She doesn't have much spare time, so you'd better get hustling. Yeah, we'll come back in like 3,000 years and do that. Storehouse is a bit hard to give directions to, so just head for Taurus Hollow. Just talk to Ryza at the entrance and he'll let you in. Alright, enemies and allies accepted. Wait, did I have another intel thing to discuss? But yeah, it'll be weird because the original game had 3 discs. As of now, they covered half of the first disc. Oh. Well. But yeah, hello, Eagle. All the shit alone has been taken off your shoulders. You were panicking because you were 1 grade point away from a really needed scholarship. So you emailed a prof and played your case to have your A-bias changed to an A. I didn't listen. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear, Eagle. I'm really glad to hear that. So I guess things are going well over there. That's awesome there. Yeah, Alexandria is probably that kind of person, huh?
So, can we
Also,
talk?
I apologize for like not following up about like editing stuff. I've had hands full, but I can follow up later today, most likely. Probably. So, Alexandria came up with the Collectopaedia cards, right? She said she got it implemented by a consul. I'm a bit surprised she managed to get approval for something like that. I suppose there are all sorts, even among the consuls. There are some, like Kay at Colony 4, who treat soldiers like tools. And others, like at Colony Iota, who allowed the commanders to exercise their judgment. Still, bottom line is, there would be no Collectopaedia cards without Alexandria. I just have to wonder how she managed to persuade her consul to sign off on it. That's Alexandria's gift. Makes me scared to think what depths lie behind that smile. Alright, sweet, some bonus experience. Neat. Look how happy Banana is. I should be saving manually sometimes.
We have to keep
Also,
track
I
of
don't know what that
progress.
means, I'm sorry to say.
Where to
I'm
from
not
here?
quite certain what that means. It eludes me. Hi! Hi, how you doing? How go things? Wow. How could this? I just can't. It's also... She's asleep. Now that they'll wake you up like a bitch slap. What? Had me raid? I think she's awake now. Team Alex? What did she just do to her? I understand opening up acupuncture points is one way to relieve fatigue. Yeah, so is a punch in the kisser. You know you've been selected for Harvest Day, right? You should have been notified already. Oh, now I remember. I thought I'd have a little nap till it was time. Oh no, The award ceremony, it's now. Yeah, okay, pause your ponios. What? Why do you think we came all this way? You hand over the Harvest Day tiara. Oh. Yay, I did it! Now I can get my luxury shampoo. Chickadee sends her regards and all that guff. Congratulations! Thanks. Try not to oversleep in the future. If this was the battlefield, you'd be dead. Sorry. But you've done some sterling work. I'm expecting good things from you in the future too, Misaka. Wait, shouldn't that say in the future? I'm expecting good things from you in future too. Like, I guess it sort of makes sense, but it would feel a lot more cohesive with the word the in there. I feel like. Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me. There's procedure to follow. Good shampoo is hard to come by. Harvest Day is about the only chance to get your hands on it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Not at all. It's been an enlightening experience. How long have you had this evaluation system in place? Since Chickadee arrived, I think. So, for 2 years now. But at the same time as Colony Iota started to distinguish itself. That girl's not much of a fighter, but she really excels at this kind of thing. Anyway, if you want to know more about how it all works, you should ask Chickadee yourself. That makes sense. We need to report back about Misaka anyway. Let's get back to Chickadee. Alright, I guess we'll head back there. It's like when you played Persona 3 and there was a guy who was like, good, let us go to restaurant? Your favorite restaurant. Let us go to restaurant. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, sounds like she was talking about a movie or something called Future 2? Huh, what? Is that a possible way of interpreting it? Now I need to look back at that sentence again. Good work with everything, Chickadee. And he gave the tiara to Misaka. All the awards have been given out. And thank you so much for your help. You said Sequoia's team was busy. Well, it looks like it's taken its toll on Misaka. Following Collectopaedia card movements takes great patience and concentration. That's why I want to make something for Harvest Day, to show people their hard work is appreciated. So the evaluation system was your idea. It was, and somehow I made it come to fruition, with Dame Alex's backing. If all we wanted was an evaluation system, the Flame Clock and Homecoming would have done the job just fine. But you have to wait so long to see results that way. I want something a bit more immediate. Do you mind? Good way to improve soldiers' skills. It serves a direct personal benefit and stops people losing heart. I'm not really one of nature's fighters, but if this is the only way I can support the colony, then I'll do it with pride. And now that the colony has been freed, I can do so much more. Thank you, everyone. Alright, sweet. Quest complete. Cool, Harvest Day. Upon finding Misaka, the party handed her the tiara. Harvest Day evaluation system seems to have been Chickadee's idea. Interesting.
Good,
but yeah. Yeah, I honestly thought that was Banana at first. But it's just, you know, generic Nupon here is the case. I guess because, like, Agnes outfit looking Nupon here, essentially. Is essentially what's going on here. Also, I guess the best way to be gaining SP is going around doing quests and such. Which I haven't done a whole lot, so we don't have a massive ton of SP for our Ouroboros. Because, you know, you go around and fight enemies and you'll get EXP and CP to level up your level and your classes. But if you want to level up your Ouroboros, you're going to have to be going around doing, like, side quests. Maybe that's what it stands for? Side quest points? Or something? It's a banana imposter. A banana imposter among us. I can't believe this. Iota Trader Pond. Okay. So, we might actually continue with story stuff. And yeah, maybe I will, do I want the, blue? We'll try the blue. We'll try the blue. I'm not big on the red there. I'm not big on that. Like here kind of looks like it's separate things, like the top and the pants. But here, it looks like some weird freaking Santa-looking onesie that does not look good, in my opinion. Yeah, I do like his blue there. I do like that. I do kind of like his military uniform because it's basically like his default thing, except, I mean, his default thing is pretty cool as well. but the black's pretty cool. As well, the outfit's literally called Stalker. Yeah, it's the name of the class. It's the bow one is the case. The archery one and stuff. And I don't know them all that big on the pink there. So yeah, how about we just do that? Yeah, class. Stalker is the name of the class there. Yeah, we can stick in our current classes for now. So yeah, I may just go continue with the story for now. Today I shall put on my Stalker outfit, yes. In case we're feeling a little bit spicy, put on the Stalker outfit one day. Gosh dang, I was not trying to select expansion pass. Ah, map, allergies. So it's this now, right?